Anthony Cirelli is a Stanley Cup champion, and here is why he is an absolute stud. The story of Anthony Cirelli, from OHL walk-on to Stanley Cup champion. I first became aware of Anthony Cirelli when he was playing for my hometown, Oshawa Generals, in the Ontario Hockey League. Being a season ticket holder since 2013, we have the regular rumors and insight on certain players. You know, this guy is Brenda's grandson from Section 102, or this defenseman is Charlie's son-in-law's best friend, etc. But when I first heard of Cirelli, it was from someone in my section talking about this small, skinny kid who made the team as a walk-on. For those of you who are not familiar with this term, basically Cirelli just showed up at the rink for tryouts and was not officially drafted into the OHL, and then later made the Oshawa Generals roster. After playing 68 games in his rookie season, putting up 13 goals and 23 assists for 36 total points in the 2014-15 season, that's pretty impressive for a 17-year-old. But Cirelli's game is more focused on making the right plays and the defensive side of the puck. After being tied fourth in plus-minus on the team with a plus 34, he was on championship contenders as the 2014-2015 Oshawa Generals only lost 11 games that season, posting a 51-11-0-6 record under coach DJ Smith, the current head coach of the Ottawa Senators. They were looking for a long playoff run. After beating Connor McDavid's Erie Otters in the OHL Championship, Oshawa was set to play Leon Draisaitl's Kelowna Rockets of the WHL in the Memorial Cup Final. Recording 8 assists in 20 playoff games for the Generals, Cirelli's scale shone brightest in the final game of the Memorial Cup Final, scoring Oshawa's only goal in regulation at 6:14 in the second period. This game needed overtime.
Honestly, just for me personally, too, like, it was an extremely important game. Think about it. I'm 15 years old at the time. I'm a huge fan of the Generals. Me and my dad, we fly down to Quebec. We're in overtime. We're in the Colisée Pepsi stadium or rink. Dawson would be proud of me with my French. And yeah, we're headed to overtime. My dad just kind of says to me, he's like, all right, kid, who's getting the OT winner? And I'm like, you know what? I told him a Cirelli, and it's going to be quick. And he kind of chuckled, and he's like, Cirelli, huh? Like, yeah, I'm going with my guy, Del Cole. I mean, understandably so. I think he had 42 goals in 56 games that year. Like, it was nuts. But anyways, back to
the Oshawa Generals. Tobias Lindberg brought the puck into the zone, dropped it off for defenseman Chris Carlisle, who took a wicked one-timer on net, which was saved but squirted free. And then with a wide-open net, the rookie, Anthony Cirelli, scored to give the Generals their first Memorial Cup since 1990. And it was awesome. Later that year, in the 2015 NHL Draft, this draft mostly known as the McEichel Draft by many hockey fans, with Connor McDavid and Jack Eichel expected to be picked 1 and 2 respectively. That 2015 draft has proven to be one of the most stacked and deepest drafts in recent memory, seeing the likes of names such as, oh my goodness, this is a lot of names, also shout out Vince Dunn. But left all the way in the third round, then general manager of the Tampa Bay Lightning, Steve Yzerman, picked Anthony Cirelli 72nd overall. From walking on for a tryout with the Generals to being drafted into the NHL, Cirelli's reputation was starting to grow. With all these stars, Cirelli is only the second player from the draft to win the Stanley Cup, the other being Vince Dunn of the St. Louis Blues, who won it last year. Again, shout out Vince Dunn. After being drafted, Cirelli returned to Oshawa for the 2015-2016 season, playing 62 games, putting up 21 goals and 38 assists for 59 points, while being called up for 3 AHL games, playing for the Syracuse Crunch, Tampa's AHL affiliate team. Then on January 28th of 2016, the Generals named Anthony Cirelli as their new captain. In 2016-2017, playing in 26 games, Cirelli scored 13 goals, adding 21 assists for 34 points. Oshawa then traded Cirelli to the Erie Otters, who were looking for a long playoff run. Playing 25 games in Erie, putting up 20 points, Cirelli then went on to add 15 goals and 16 assists for 31 points in 22 games, scoring in overtime to win the OHL championship and send the Otters to the Memorial Cup Final. The Otters eventually lost to the Windsor Spitfires in the final, but Cirelli was given the Memorial Cup's Most Sportsmanlike Player Award. Finishing off the rest of the 2016-2017 season in the AHL with Santa Cruz, playing in 6 playoff games, Cirelli was then selected to Canada's World Junior team, playing in 7 games with 3 goals and 4 assists, getting the silver medal. Heading into the 2017-2018 season, Cirelli with Santa Cruz put up a solid performance, posting 18 goals, 23 assists for a total of 37 points in 58 games. He was then called up to the NHL later that season. In 18 games, Cirelli tallied 11 points, 5 goals, 6 assists, while Tampa made a push to the playoffs. Cirelli played in 17 playoff games in his rookie season, 2 goals and 1 assist for 3 total points. In the Eastern Conference Final, Tampa lost against the eventual Stanley Cup champion Washington Capitals. The 2018-2019 season saw Cirelli's true NHL rookie season take place, playing in all 82 games, putting up 19 goals, 20 assists for 39 points, while being a plus 25. He was scoring goals like this. He also scored some pretty amazing overtime goals, including this one against the Ottawa Senators, which I was actually lucky enough to see live. Cirelli also isn't scared to drop the gloves. Here's him fighting Brooks Orpik. Cirelli doesn't take no shit, so I respect that. Unfortunately, Tampa was swept in dramatic fashion against the Columbus Blue Jackets, but the start of the 2019-2020 season looked great for Cirelli. Playing in 68 games of the shortened season, Cirelli put up 16 goals, 28 assists for 44 total points. After coming 11th in Selke voting and 4th in Selke voting this year, I'm very confident he will be in the conversation for the next 5 years for winning this award. During the playoffs, his experience and clutch performance was on full force in the Eastern Conference Final when Cirelli scored the overtime goal to send the Lightning to the final. In the final, the Tampa Bay Lightning went on to defeat the Dallas Stars in 6 games. Cirelli was the first one to Andrei Vasilevsky, who posted a shutout to celebrate with the team. While in the celebration photo, Cirelli just made it in time to then be eventually taken out by one of the trainers on accident, of course. So there you have it. This is my very short summary of the Anthony Cirelli story. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to the Oshawa Generals for taking a chance on a kid from Woodbridge, Ontario. I can't wait until next season to watch hockey and Anthony Cirelli again. And thanks, Cirelli, for this photo. You're a stud. Take care.